So the game is just to have a bank of reasons and a bank of drawings. And the drawings can have what they have to prove attached to it, or as a separate, like we had it cut apart on separate paper, or they even had to figure out what they have to prove in that picture, which is a higher level step. But for starters, you would just want the picture attached to the givens, the list of things that are congruent that we know, or the list of things we know about the picture, plus the picture, and then what they have to prove.
And be able to manipulate the picture.
Yes, if the picture has some twist in it, right, which is how the game would come in there. I was just going to let it go at that, and Julie was the one that realized this could be maybe adapted to a game format. I don't even know what SMALLab does. I didn't know what they do.
I don't know.
Yeah, she did.
Initiate discussion, have kids can be going, well, and they explain their reasoning. Well, this step should be there, and then
Exactly.
they get interacting with it. Did they have to then draw two separate ones when you're saying like you had two triangles that were layered?
Sometimes they're layered.
They had to redraw them.
So
do you mostly see? Do you think that by moving this activity into SMALLab, you think they're just going to be more engaged, that they're going to get the same concepts out of it, or do you think they're going to get
isn't
more
it
depth?
whole body? Is it SMALLab whole body?
Yeah.
Okay, see, I just think that whole body learning in sports, for example, or anything, the more connections you can make with your whole body when you are learning something, even if it's intellectual, the more permanent that learning is. If you're having to move your feet or your hands or your whole body to learn something, I think all the brain research shows that the learning is more deep. So they're looking at the picture, they're looking at the givens and what they have to prove, and now this is at the early stages here, and they're just trying to get something. There's a Ziploc bag on the right under the pencil that has some parts in it. Well, they saw that it took sometimes 15 minutes at a table with a group of 6 people. They saw that that's how long it took, and so they were more patient with themselves, and they knew that they could do them. And they're writing proofs now, and they will tell you every one of the rules from the game, which is why I wanted to meet with you guys, because the game on the paper was effective.
Yeah.
So I don't see why it couldn't be even more so if we brought it to the whole body experience and did it in a SMALLab and instead of little crummy sheets of paper. One, two, 3 sides and 3 angles is what is the anatomy of a triangle. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So all 6 total parts, 3 angles, 3 sides of this triangle congruent to all 6 parts, 3 angles, 3 sides of this triangle. But now that's by another theorem by CPCTC, which stands for corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent.